Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Little test here. We're about to go live on the Real Talk on Dollhouse Radio. Mhm. Hmm. So we're about to go live on Real Talk on Dollhouse Radio on blogtalkradio.com. You can check the link out on my Facebook page. Check it out. Check it out. So we're now using Stream It or Restream. So we're checking it out. I'm just gonna be very quick here with it, but then we'll get back to it later. All right, I'm about to go live on the show, y'all. I'm just gonna do my monologue here. All right. 646-595-4038. Once again, the number is 646-595-4038. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk with the Director and the Jedi Council. I am the Director. We'll be with you for the next 120 minutes or so. Real Talk is brought to you each and every Monday by Dollhouse Radio and Daya Morel. All right. And we broadcast live via the World Wide Web on blogtalkradio.com. Also on Facebook.com, now via Restream. On YouTube as well via Restream. So today's Monday, the 11th of May, the year 2020. We're back again for another Monday, another night here on Real Talk, where we discuss everything movie and film and television related. Myself, the Director, the Jedi Council, which they'll be joining me soon. And like I said, we're doing a little test right here. Right now, I'm broadcasting live via Restream. And it's also going to our YouTube, the IE Network. We're also going to our Facebook pages. Check us out. This is just, like I said, just a test. Next week, I'll be actually probably this Saturday, I'll be doing I have an extension to the show called the Director's Corner, where we have guests on the show and have a panel of guests on the show with us. So we're setting up a panel of some filmmakers, actors, and industry professionals. This Saturday, we'll be talking about the future of filmmaking post-coronavirus. So, the future of filmmaking post-coronavirus. We'll be talking about that. I'm trying to get a few more people on my panel. I got a couple of nice ones lined up, including actor Rayon Lawrence, who's been around. He's I don't want to say he's a Hollywood actor, but he does live out in California. He is a mainstream actor. He was just recently on Power. The last, I think it was like the second to last episode of Power he was on. He's been on the show Underground. He's been on FBI, Law and Order, all types of stuff. So Rayon is a friend of the show and a friend of mine, and we go way back. My brother, Heaven Hollywood, and myself, we directed him. We put him in some of his first films. We didn't put him in his very first film. He's been acting for a while, but we directed him from way back when. He's always been a loyal actor, well, one of our brat pack of actors. We have our own brat pack of actors, so Rayon is one of them. Rayon. We got Robert Christopher Riley. He's another one of our dudes that I usually call on him for whatever, and he comes through for you. He's blowing up, so I may have to. I can still call him, but I got that bread ready for Rob because Rob getting paid. That's neither here nor there. That's another story for another time. Today on Real Talk, you go over there, check us out. The link is on the Facebook, or you can call us up and listen to the show, because I'm only going to be on here for a few more minutes. I'm going to end the live session on here because I don't have the rest of my panel and the rest of my co-host on here with me. So you're not going to hear them. You're just going to hear me. So it's going to look stupid. You're going to hear me talking, and then for a little while, I'm going to be, and you're going to be like, what the hell is he doing? So we're not going to be on here for long. But today we have a good show. We'll be talking about, number one, the craziness that's going on between Universal Studios and the movie theaters. AMC, Regal, all the big movie theater chains, they have banned Universal films or Universal movies from their theaters. They promised, because Universal has stated publicly that they're going to start simultaneously releasing movies in the theaters as well as VOD, video on demand. Now, the problem here that the theaters are having with that is there's like a 90-day window. So every time, this is just that we educate people here at Real Talk. So for the people who do not know, every time you release a film, so these movie companies, these studios, they make deals with the movie theaters that they will not release the film on video on demand or anywhere else for at least 90 days. It's usually like a 90-day window period that the movie theaters get before the studio decides, okay, we're going to put it on video for you. So if you notice how things, it's usually, I'm sure if you didn't notice, you think about this and you're like, oh yeah, approximately 3 months, then the movie's out on video. It's all about the experience at the movie theater. So sometimes, it's right at the 90-day mark. Some people wait longer, depending on how good it's doing in the theater. But so the movie theaters don't make a lot of money off movie ticket sales. They make their money from concessions. So if you just do the math, if the movie studios put out the movie on demand at the same time as in the theater, why the hell would you go to the theater when you can watch it on demand at home? So, especially now with the coronavirus and all this stuff going around, everyone is very, nervous. They're cautious, whatever word you want to use, scared, whatever word. It's not going to be, it's not looking good for movie theaters, honestly. It's not looking good for movie theaters. We talked about this before on the show. My man Romaine called up. Big up to Romaine. Shout out to him and the International Dynasty group. He called up and we talked about it. I mean, it's just, no one wants to go to the movie. People, you want to go to the movies because you miss going to the movies. But then when it's time to go to the movies, you're like, should I go? So I know I'm an avid moviegoer, or I was. It's part of my job. It's part of what I do. I go to the movies on the weekend so I can come back to you on Monday night on Real Talk and report to you if this movie was any good or not. Should you go see it? Or we give out, what we do here. We give our reviews. We say if it sucked. So I don't know. I'm not. I ain't going to movies no time soon. And I think it's about time. I think the studios are making the adjustments, and their adjustment is they're just trying to, you know, they're just trying to do damage control for all the money that they're losing because of this pandemic. So there you have it. I mean, so this to continue with the case. So right now, Universal is being banned, or at least this is what the movie theaters claim that they are going to do. They're going to ban all movies from Universal Pictures, and they're not going to play them in any Regal or any AMC's. Well, AMC was the first one to come out and say it. Then Regal jumped into the act. So now we want to know what's going to happen when the movies do open back up. They're not going to be showing. So, Universal Pictures has a lot of films coming out. It had a lot of films slated to come out this year. And because they made that statement, this is their way of, I guess, the movie theater's way of kind of taking a stand against them, saying you're taking advantage of this global pandemic that we're having. That's what they're saying. And I mean, I kind of get it to a degree. I kind of understand where they're going with it. I mean, it's they need to make money. They know that right now the movie theater is not the that's not the first thing on people's minds. That's not the first things people are going to be talking about right now. I mean, some people might. I remember someone did say that someone said that when Georgia opened, there was like a movie theater, like a private movie theater that was open and had a line. So I'm like, all right, well, that's cool, but I won't be going. I won't be going no time soon to no movie theater because there's no 6 feet away, right there next to you, man. It's too close, man. Too close, man. Not doing it. You can wear a mask all you want. How you gonna eat your popcorn if you wear a mask? How you gonna drink your soda if you wear a mask to the movies? And plus, there's no ventilation in there. Like it's the same air circulating in the movie theaters. Motherfucker sitting behind you, in front of you. One person cough, you're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? The first person that cough, you're gonna be like, what? What was that? No, I ain't with it. It's all good. We'll work something out. And as of right now, a lot of the studios are making the adjustments so they can just go straight to video or go straight to video on demand. So I think the future of the movies is very, very bleak, to say the least. Very, very dim future. We'll see. Also, of course, we lost a few actors and celebrities, period, over this last weekend. Andre Harrell passed away. I mean, he's not an actor or a movie guy. He's a music industry mogul, professional, but rest in peace to him. Either way, he's a big, 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 put it like this. We can connect him to like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, right? So we could say, without Andre Harrell, you can make the case that there will never have been a Mary J. Blige. There would have been a Puffy. Both of them contributed to the film industry through music, and now Mary acts. Puffy acted too. He was in Monsters Ball for a hot second before he got fried. died and laid to the side. So after, so Dave contributed. So Andre Harrell, without him, there wouldn't have. It's possible you wouldn't have had them, and I mean, many other artists. So rest in peace to him. Um, Jerry Stiller passed away. Rest in peace to him. The Ben Stiller's father, comedian actor who played. I know he originally played George Costanza's father on Seinfeld, but then he reinvented himself again, which I felt was Arthur. What was his last name? I forget his name, but Arthur on The King of Queens. I mean, he is hilarious. He was hilarious on that show. He died of. He was reported to die of just natural causes. So no Rona, no Rona. He just, lived his life. He was like 90 or something like that, 90 something. But I mean, the man lived a full life. He made a lot of people laugh. He made me laugh a lot of times. So there you go. And who else did we lose this week? We lost a few people. I know Jerry Stiller. Oh, Little Richard. Whew, I can forget about that. Little Richard. Once again, he's not per se a film guy, but we gotta. There's certain individuals and celebrities you just gotta pay homage to, regardless of your platform and your medium. We only deal with movies and films and TV stuff, but there was a film about Little Richard. So he passed away as well, amongst a lot of other people, but those are the three that kind of stood out, in front of everybody. We want to give a rest in peace to them from the whole crew here at Real Talk, myself, the Jedi Council, and Dollhouse Radio. So rest in peace to them. They've all made their marks significantly in their respective business areas. Andre Harrell was he's made his. That's an understatement that he's made his mark in the music world. And of course, like I said, Jerry Stiller with his acting, his comedian acting, and comedic acting, I should say. And of course, Little Richard, who is, some consider the godfather of rock and roll. So can't deny him there. He did his thing. A lot of people took from that man. I'm not even going to get on that topic. That's going to take me way off topic. A lot of people stole from that man. A lot of big artists stole from that man. Borrowed, whatever you want to call it. So, big up to him. You're listening to Real Talk with the Director. I am the Director. 646-595-4038. That's the number. Call us up. Listen into the show. We want to thank you guys over Facebook and YouTube that's clicked on the live and checked it out and said, like I said, I don't want to just sit here and be while my other co-hosts are talking. That's not giving you guys much to look at. I already got a face for radio, so. But this Saturday we'll have Rayon Lawrence. We'll have a couple of other actors and some filmmakers, and we're gonna have a little panel discussion on the future of filmmaking post COVID-19, post coronavirus, post pandemic, whatever you want to say. And just to give you a quick preview of that, the bottom line is, how are we going to move forward as filmmakers? I already have an idea of how the mainstream is going to move forward. They got the budget, they got the money, so they can move forward by planning their pre-production for getting people tested. And then they're going to have to quarantine their cast and crew. Their entire cast and crew is going to have to be quarantined. So that's going to be a little more money out your budget because you have to pay for people to make sure that you keep them like on set. If you can get like either rent like trailers to put on set for them, or if you put them in all in one like hotel, but you got to be able to kind of quarantine them and kind of keep an eye on them so they don't leave. So you like do the contract. So if once you start filming, you're here. You can't leave until you're done. When you're done, you can go. So, but you can't come back. So, but we know how that's probably going to work. And we kind of last week on Real Talk, we spoke with David Chen, the actor, and he's an actor and a stunt performer. And he kind of confirmed that for us. He said, yeah, the stunt performers are pretty much doing the same thing. They're going to hire their stunt team for the duration of a show. And that's it. If you make it, you're in. If you don't, shit out of luck. And hopefully, that's gonna open up. If you're in, it's good money. It's a good deal. But if you don't make the team, now it closes that show. So a long running show like say Law and Order, an actor can pick up some work, because they're always shooting stuff and they need background actors and extras. They might need feature roles and stunt performers definitely. But now they're going to have to close that up to everyone because they've already hired their team from the beginning of the season, and they have to shoot through the whole season. And we all know Law and Order SVU. It seems like that never ends. It's got like 1 million episodes in one season. So if you're in, it's good money. But if you're out, it's an opportunity missed to make money. So we'll talk about that on Saturday, as well as how do we, as independent filmmakers, myself, my brother have in Hollywood, a lot of people, how do we continue to make films post-coronavirus? What's the best practices that we could do? And the actors, what about actors? Like you get that call, you get that role, you get accepted for a role, but now you find out you got to do an intimate scene. Oh man. And now just recently, the coronavirus, they've talked about, there's studies that they might have found some in semen and all types of other bodily fluids. I'm just like, oh no. Now, of course, you don't got to use no semen if you're doing an intimate scene, but you got to kiss. At very least, it's a kiss. So, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be an actor right now. I don't want no Rona tongue down my throat. So, I don't know. I'm not with it. But we'll see. We're going to talk to some actors. Rayon will be on with us. We'll talk to him. We'll ask Rayon. Rayon gets calls for these type of jobs all the time. So he gets a call like that and say, yo, you get the call. I know you can't turn it down. That's your livelihood, bruh. That's how you make money. So what are you going to do? Hopefully they'll have mandatory testing, and this kind of feels like the porn industry, doesn't it? I'm going to get Ralph on the line. We're going to get my partner, Ralph, my co-host Ralph. It kind of feels like the porn industry a little bit, with the testing before shooting. But come on over to Real Talk on blogtalkradio.com. Real Talk on Dollhouse Radio, but it's broadcasted on blogtalkradio.com. 646-595-4038. Call us up. Listen into the show, or if you're on Facebook, you could click the link that we put up. I put the link up on my page. It's also on the Real Talk page. I'll drop the link in here. Let's see. I could drop the link, I think, in the chat, and that might go through YouTube. So people, if you're interested in just clicking the link and listening to us talk some shit about movies, then we thank you. If not, it's all good. We still thank you. Where the hell is the chat room? Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's the link there on the IE network. You can click on that, listen to the show as we say goodbye to the people that's joining us live here on YouTube and live here on Facebook via Restream, and there's a couple other things that we're live on. Restream, we stream through Restream over 30 different platforms. So make sure you catch up with us on Saturday. It's going to be a great, that's going to be all live stream right here with a panel of people, and we'll get back with y'all. Thanks for everyone who joined, and we're going to continue the show over here on Blog Talk Radio. Click the link. Check us out. Peace.